Good morning, folks. Ron Bishop's my name, from Timaru, New Zealand, and I'm a professional motivational coach. That is, I teach people self-motivational skills. Now, when I look back on my life, there's three things that changed my life dramatically. Number one, I joined Boy Scouts when I was about 10, 12 years of age. I joined Boy Scouts. Best thing I ever did. Made a man out of me. The other thing I did right was I became a Christian. I had a rifle accident with one of my brothers, and I turned my life over to Christ, and I became a Christian. And the third thing that I did, I became a Toastmaster. I joined Toastmasters. I've always wanted to be a good speaker, because I used to be an auctioneer. When I left school, I worked for a loan and mercantile agency in Hamilton in New Zealand, and the manager of the firm taught me auctioneering, and I was a very good auctioneer. And when I left the stock firm, he told me to use my voice, that I had a very good loud voice, and use it in my career. So that's why I joined Toastmasters. Best thing I ever did. I'm wearing my Toastmasters badge here. 16 years in Toastmasters. Won a lot of speech competitions. Okay, but like everything in life, you get so far, you do all these things, and then you want a new challenge. And after 16 years of being in Toastmasters, I wanted a new challenge. So I started my own business as a professional motivational coach, and I invited people along to a seminar. I held a seminar in Timaru, and all my friends came along, and I spent a couple of hours with them motivating them, and they were excited. It was a very good seminar. And I had other seminars, but I also realised that I wasn't really getting through there's a bigger audience out there, you see, and I wasn't getting enough of them, and I wanted to spend more time with the people on a one-on-one basis, because you can go to a seminar and you can get all fired up and you're cold again by the time you get back in the car. You know what I'm saying? But so I started doing one-on-one coaching, and I coached a little fella that had lost his parents in a car accident, and the grandparents brought him along to me, and I changed him, and he started to change. He started to be more excited. He started to come out of his shell, and but his grandmother couldn't understand the change in him, you know, because I wanted the grandmother to come along to my seminars, or come, and I'd coach them and teach them what I was teaching the boy. And the same at the high school. I went to the Timaru Boys High School, and I coached the people there, boys leaving school. I coached them, and they changed. They started to change because I was teaching them self-motivational skills, and the teachers didn't understand it, and they got quite angry. So I wanted to teach the teachers, because if you're going to teach somebody personal self-development, they're going to change. Their attitude is going to change, right? Automatically. Now, those of you who have been watching my videos will know that I've changed. My attitude has changed. I've been doing this now for about 18 months, coming online, talking about my life and talking about personal self-development, and I've changed. My attitude has changed because I'm doing personal self-development techniques, teaching myself. Okay, you can't teach others unless you can do it yourself. So I've changed, and I've decided every morning I'll come online and I'll do some personal self-development, because I've been doing a bit of negative stuff. I've been trying to promote Timaru, the town where I live, and getting a lot of negative feedback. So I've decided to do a personal self-development video every morning, and this is my second one. I did one yesterday morning about how to feel happy, and it was a good little video. Those of you who watched it, go back and have a look at it. And today yesterday I talked about a fellow called Tony Robbins, who taught me about how to be happy, how to be enthusiastic, and how to be how to enjoy life every day. And today I want to talk to you about another man, and his name is Earl Nightingale. This is a book. This is Earl Nightingale. Now, this man here, he was an American, and he had a radio program in America, and his radio programs were very popular. And I was walking down the street one day, and I met a friend of mine who'd been to one of my seminars, and he said to me, Ron, have you heard The Strangest Secret? And I said, no, what's The Strangest Secret? He said, well, I'll give you a cassette tape by Earl Nightingale. He did this cassette tape on The Strangest Secret. So I got hold of this cassette tape, and I was fascinated by it. And I listened to it over and over, and it fascinated me, because what he was saying is this: we are what we think about, and we can change our lives by changing of our thoughts. We are responsible for everything that's happened to us in life, and we have to change. If we're not happy with the way things are happening, we're going to change our thoughts. Now, in the world of personal self-development, there's another thing that's come out. Rhonda Bryan, I think it was her name, she made a film. They did a film on the Strangest Secret, and they called it The Secret. And the secret is the law of attraction, that there's certain laws in the world that govern our lives. And one of them is the law of attraction. That is, we attract to ourselves circumstances and people according to our thoughts. So if we want to be successful, we have to have positive thoughts. We have to hold positive images in our brain of what we want to have happen and not what we don't want to have happen. All right? When I started my self-development business, personal self-development and motivational coaching, I got a graphic artist to draw an image for me, so I could explain to people how the mind works. And you'll see there a life buoy, and at the top on my, it's an image of myself, and the top is a think tank. That is our conscious mind. It's where we do our thinking. That's where our brain is, in our head. And below that is our belief tank, which is our subconscious mind. That's the part that never sleeps. It goes all the time, and it's pumping the blood around us and keeping us alive. And it's called the subconscious mind. So we have two minds, a conscious mind in our head and our subconscious mind in our heart. Now, the link between the two is affirmations and visualizations. In other words, what the things we say to ourselves and to others is our affirmations. Visualizations is what the pictures that we hold in our mind, because our brain works in pictures. It doesn't work in words. It holds pictures, mental pictures in our mind. And I've called this the power of belief. When we are born without any beliefs. We come into the world and we know nothing. And everything we learn from others. And whatever we are taught, it goes into our subconscious mind. Everything that happens to us, everything we see, do, and hear, is programmed into our subconscious mind, right? And it's our subconscious mind that is responsible for all our actions. We will act and behave and say words according to what's stored in our subconscious mind. And the link between that is our conscious mind. So whatever we consciously think, and if we think it often enough, it'll go into our subconscious mind, and our actions will be as a result of what's stored in the subconscious mind. So as you're sitting here listening to me, you are analysing the words that I say, and the information is going into your subconscious mind, and the subconscious mind is saying, what do I know about this subject? And if it's been negative, you'll kick it out and you won't listen to it, right? You'll say, oh no, he's talking a lot of old rubbish. That's not my experience of life. Because what's programmed in your subconscious mind is different, right? However, but if you stay with me and keep listening, you'll understand that what I'm doing and what I'm saying is because I have programmed my subconscious mind to change. I've changed to what I used to be, right? So that there are people out there saying, Ron Bishop never used to be like this. What's happened to him? What's he on about, you see? Now some are following me. Some have said, hey, this is great stuff. We need to learn this stuff, right? Because what I'm teaching now is what I've been taught by other people. By Tony Robbins, by Earl Nightingale, right? These are people that I've listened to their tapes, I've been to the seminars, I've listened and I've read the books. I've read hundreds of books on personal self-development. So what I'm teaching you is not my ideas, it's from someone else, right? And Tony Robbins taught me this. He said, if you want to be good at something, find someone who's succeeded in that field and copy what they do. So Anthony Robbins has been successful as a motivational coach. He's been very successful, so I'm copying what he's doing. And Tony Robbins goes on the internet and he's talking all the time about personal self-development. So if he's doing that, I've got to do that. Because he's doing it successfully, and I want to be a successful motivational coach. So I'm copying some of the great speakers. I listen to videos all the time. I listen to the YouTube all the time now. It's available to me, and I listen to the stuff, and I copy what they do, right? Why try and reinvent the wheel when all you have to do is copy what other people do? Do well. Now, I'm not going to talk too long every morning. I'm going to come online every morning, but I'm not going to talk very long. About 10 or 12 minutes is the most, right? Because you'll switch off. You won't listen to me for half an hour, right? You want something short. And so I'm doing this every morning. You come on here and I'll give you a little bit each morning. And we'll learn together. You and I will both learn together. And I want you to email me. I want you to make comments on my YouTube and say what you think. But don't send any rubbish. Don't start swearing at me, doing the F word and all that and abusing me, because I'll just block you off, right? But come on there and ask questions. I want you to ask me questions, and I'll answer the questions, right? So we're having a personal self-development program, you and I, here every morning, right? So I'll see you tomorrow morning and we'll talk about another person that influenced my life and changed my life and how he can change your life as well, okay? So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.